Hello guys and welcome to the new format of my compound series. This episode will cover the compound named Ash Creek Lumber. As usual, let's start exploring the surroundings. The log piles are not an uncommon place to have a fight. The logs are bulletproof if directly shot, but they will let bullet pass if you shoot the very edges. You can also climb on top of the logs to get an edge on the people behind them. Around the compound there are some carts that you should never use as a cover because they are completely made of wood. While I was recording, I got attacked by a naked dude, and in those cases you should just pretend nothing happened and keep moving. A very important element of this compound is a long train, cutting the area in front of the Bossler in half. You got to be careful when hiding behind the train, because even if it's made out of metal, there are some corners that will allow bullets to pass through, so make sure you choose your cover angles wisely. Some sections of the train are made of wood and easily wall-bangable, but you can find safe cover behind these metal wheels. These wheels are a safe cover even against a nitro. Be careful though, because in some covers, the enemy can still shoot you through the gap in between the wooden planks. Right off the train we have another wooden cart, and this spot is very interesting. From this spot you can get cheesy angles on the compound attackers. If you position yourself well, you can be practically invisible while shooting the people attacking. But be careful, because wood is not a cover. On the left we can find this pile of planks that are completely bulletproof, except for the edges. You can also sprint very fast on the other side of the planks. This will be a better choice than doing the vaulting animation on the fence, that usually will get you killed. Behind the train we can observe this wooden building, a very open building with very few covers. The openness of the ground floor makes this building not too good to attack the Bossler frontally. If you hide behind wooden walls, even a compact bullet can kill you. In this specific room there is only a good cover, constituted by this metal cabinet, but it's very situational and covers only one side. Going up, we can finally see the true potential of this building. The roof has multiple gaps that can be used at your own advantage, and the metal roof is a solid cover. The best spot is probably this one. This gap will allow you to see in a wide angle big portions of the compound without exposing yourself. If you are using a sniper, this spot is very cheesy. If you are sure that you are fighting the last team, this is a great spot. Otherwise, being on a roof is not the smartest move, because how easy it will be to backstab you or snipe you from the range. Never get on the very top. The final section of the train is constituted by the common wooden covers, but it also hides some gems like the leather. If you got the Lightfoot perk, you can climb without making noise and ambush the enemies on the other side. There are many ways to approach the compound, and this one is probably the most direct one, but also the riskier. The wood makes a lot of noise and you are visible basically from everywhere. Use this path only if you are sure the last team is inside the Bossler. Before we get into the Bossler, we need to explore the basement and all of these secrets. The first thing you'll notice are those wooden planks and the suicide ladder. We call it suicide ladder because it's usually trapped or camped. And if you approach the compound from here, you should check immediately this cheesy corner. If the corner is clear, remember that these planks offer a great cover if you get fully behind them. Do not hide behind the cart for any reason. Left of the useless cart we have one of the most important rooms in the compound. Here you can find multiple medkits, toolboxes and more. If you are low on ammo, make sure you check this room. Or maybe trap it, so an injured enemy will walk in and die. The open section of the basement has a lot of planks that you can use to hide and recover. Just be careful for the edges. Also, for some reason, these stairs too are bulletproof, and once again, only the edges are dangerous. It's finally time to get into the Bossler, and we are doing it from a very important place. Behind this log you are 100% safe, and you have a great angle on the doorway. The first door on the left is very dangerous, and has only one solid cover that can be pierced with long ammo. On the right side we have a wide gap that is very open and very dangerous. Right next to the gap we have another big log, same properties as the other, but a slightly better angle on the door and very exposed. These gaps are perfect to attack the compound. They will give you visibility on the entrance and inside the Bossler. The window is very used by the Bossler defenders, so make sure you check it. There is another door on the left, but you should never open it when people are in the train area because you got no cover. We are finally inside the Bossler, and now the fun begins. One of the most common places to defend this layer is here. From the top of these logs you can get a cheesy angle on whoever is pushing and on the windows. But be careful because the metal door can be used by the attackers to see you. In the same room we have also wide gaps on the roof that can be used both to attack and defend. Just be careful no one is watching you while you cook a grenade. From the logs you can also see the gaps on the wall in the corridor and the open area. This staircase may look safe, but it's not bulletproof at all, and if you crouch behind it, you will probably die. From the top of it though, we can get a very cheesy angle on the attackers. If you have a sniper, this gap is basically 3 kills. This metal slide has no other function besides annoy you. You can't go down, you can't climb it, but you can throw explosives from there. Also, the generator is in the Bossler. And behind the generator there is another super dangerous window. You should keep closed because it may allow enemies to throw nades inside it. The room in the middle is very small and it hides probably one of the cheesiest angles. From here you can throw consumables from the gap and kill the people on the roof very easily. The room on the right hides a blind corner that you should always check when you are pushing. And in the same room we have the suicide ladder, perfect counter spot. You can hear people climbing the ladder, and with a well-timed nade you can kill whoever is climbing it, especially if you trap the ladder before. Also in the same room we have one of the most dangerous entrances of the boss layer. Very open area with no cover at all, but also no doors. Next to this entrance we have a window that rolls a nasty angle on the hill. Very situational, but keep your eyes open and land that headshot. The inside area is all connected, and it allows you also to throw consumables from one room to the other. This sliding door is sure death. I've seen people running trying to push from there, but the door has very wide gaps and the outside area has no covers. Not recommended at all. Moving to the first floor can be dangerous because the balconies are open and someone might be waiting for you, so make sure you check. Once you reach the first floor, we can start talking about the most important spots, like this one. From here you can nade the people outside that are approaching the basement. And on the left, we can observe how easy it is to throw consumables to the ground floor without exposing ourselves. The sliding door has the same disadvantage of the others, keep it closed. And open this window only if you hear someone approaching the tunnel entrance, or you will get sniped for sure. This is probably one of the most common fighting spots. Every time you come to this compound, somebody is gonna be here. Before we get on the roof, we need to notice that it's very easy to see the ground floor and the metal door with a very nasty angle. But the best part is that you can see a great portion of the train and outside area without exposing yourself at all. If you master this spot, you will surely get an edge, especially with a sniper rifle. The roof is one of the most dangerous areas, but spots like this one will make the risk worth if you use them properly. Unfortunately, you can't drop down, but you will have great visibility on the inside. Being on the roof is a bold decision, especially if you are not sure that the boss team is the last team alive. For the people inside, as we saw earlier, it will be very easy to see you or kill you with explosives, so you should never stand still right there. If you are coordinated with your team though, you can open the windows and let your teammate get clear shots on the people inside. Just don't do it while crouching. The last room of the compound is a very open area with some very dangerous windows that you should never pick. There are too many angles to get shot from and almost no one will use them to try and get in. The only solid cover that you have in this room are these metal blades. You can hide behind them to get cover on both sides depending on the situation. Now I want to show you a spot that I personally discovered. If you keep walking straight, you can have a great angle on the people outside. If you manage to kill somebody from here, send me the clip on Discord. You can also throw consumables from here directly on the roof, giving a hard time to the people trying to push. Or you can simply wallbang them because the sun makes it very easy to see outside. And we reach again the end of the video, guys, and I hope you liked the new format, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and share the video with your fellow hunters. I will see you guys also on Twitch at the link in the description. Bye, and don't get punched by naked people.